everybody, and welcome to the Daily Scopes for the 29th of March. Okay, so today the moon enters its disseminating moon phase. Mars makes a quintile to Jupiter. The moon also goes into void of course, and the moon also enters Scorpio. So Mars's quintile to Jupiter allows us to have an unstoppable force where we can become more courageous, taking bold risks, making courageous decisions, and this can lead to achievable, remarkable breakthroughs. It supports the energy of the disseminating moon that wants us to sort of like share our knowledge with others in bounded ways and just be open to learning new things and working with others as well. If you want to know more about the disseminating moon phase and the moon in Scorpio, check out the separate audios on the playlist. But generally, the moon in Scorpio allows us to go deeper, but negatively it can make us more moody and stubborn and resistant to solving our problems in relationships as well. So yeah, Mars's quintile allows us to make breakthroughs, but again warns us of the consequences of being reckless in our actions and words, and also wanting us to have a structured approach to reaching our goals, because although we may be tempted to overlook important details and take shortcuts, and I've realised that a lot of times taking shortcuts, overlooking details just leads to more wasted time. So it allows us to make those strategic plans, to look over our plans and goals, exercise goals. We're coming in 3 months into the new year now, so we've had that time. Don't beat yourself up if you haven't started any action or you stopped action towards your New Year's resolutions. A lot of the time is because we don't have a realistic expectation of how long it takes to bring new habits. We think we all have to be great, so we try and run 40 miles an hour when we need to run 1 mile an hour, or half a mile an hour. We have to go at our own pace. So maybe you was trying to take on too much and trying to maybe work out too much for your exercise goals. So break it down. Start with 5 minutes. Stay at that 5 minutes until when you do it daily. Then when you've mastered that, do it for 10 minutes and just channel this energy into bringing more self-understanding, love and acceptance into your life, and discipline, and just becoming more productive and just real about how long it does take to change, and just being loving and forgiving with yourself, picking yourself up each time you fall down, which is needed to push yourself beyond your comfort zone and to move forward in your life and to just be successful in your relationships, career, spiritual, personal, psychological and emotional development, So this energy gives us the sense of self-empowerment, inner strength, the power to respect other people's boundaries, but also be determined in reaching our goals. On the spiritual level, it symbolises the alignment of our personal willpower with the universal energies that guide us and all the energies in the world. It can make some of us make more of a conscious intention to use our personal energy and to commit to a higher purpose, whether it be spiritual practice or exercise and regime or any other goal that you have as well. Finishing that writing project, project you've been putting off for ages. So yeah, it just wants us and gives us the energy to just overcome obstacles and get real with ourselves and be more authentic with ourselves and others. So content creators can talk about how we can become more self-empowered, more enthusiastic, how we can manage our motivation, energy, how we can push our boundaries, offering self-development tips and giving stories of people who have overcome their challenges and adversities, also giving strategies on how we can build better career habits, relationship habits, psychological, emotional, financial and spiritual health habits as well, giving practical tips and techniques on how to do that, offering advice on how we can build more optimism, resilience and a growth orientated mindset rather than the past is going to equal the future sort of thing. Giving tips and ideas on how we can learn these skills, expand our knowledge, how we can just overcome our internal limitations, which is often our need to self-sabotage, to not believe in ourselves, to sort of not be able to take a risk after a certain age or a certain stage in our lives, the unwillingness to face criticism. And it can be hard, but I realise that people are always going to have someone to say. 100 people may agree with you and then one person won't, or 1 million people may agree with you and 2 billion don't. So we just have to put it into perspective and build that sort of inner awareness and meet that inner need of being able to get internal validation rather than external validation. So just giving tips on how we can set goals, how we can become better in our time management, how we can build empowering relationships with others, how we can bring more exercise into our life, whether it be physical or emotional exercise or psychological, and how we can just take more healthy risks, weighing up all the pros and cons before we do so, and how we can just have a more general optimistic attitude to life, embracing the challenges, opportunities for growth, and how to build sort of unwavering belief in your own ability. So yeah, that's the end of the daily scope for the 29th of March.